Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Vitality Wednesday, the last one in May. My God, this whole month is flying by, isn't it?
It
So I'm your host, Dr. Kalpana Sundar. With me is Robin Fields, and today I can't. I love coming up with silly titles that are funny because I just can't help myself. I got to make life fun. But today we're going to be talking about scan before you swallow. I mean, listen, people, you're all out there taking things and you don't even know what the heck you're taking, but you just put it in your mouth and you swallow it because you think it's good for you. How many of you do that or have done that? I know I have. So today what we're going to talk about is really something that doesn't get enough attention in the wellness space, and that's the verification process. Because people are just swallowing supplements. They don't know what they're doing. They think they're doing everything right. They're eating clean, they're eating right, solid sleep and movement, and yet you can actually still be undermining your vitality if the products that you're using aren't doing what they're supposed to or aren't what they're supposed to be. So I'm not trying to fear monger, but the industry is extremely unregulated. Many of us already know this, but maybe we don't know to what degree they are unregulated. So the FDA does not, the supplement industry does not require FDA approval. They have a classification usually that's generally recognized as safe, GRAS. So, they can almost put anything on the label or leave anything off until someone catches them. And that's really disturbing because if you watched the episode 2 weeks ago, we talked about that because many supplements get pulled off the market once they get caught, but you don't want to be the one ingesting those supplements waiting for things to, we don't want the shady stuff to show up. We would rather not know that we're taking and ingesting things that are good for us and not containing contaminants and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Agreed?
absolutely. Yeah.
And this is really where well, first of all, the company that has created the products that I use and Robin uses, they are very highly reputable. We've both been to the lab and the facility. There's 75 PhDs on staff. And you know what? I'm sorry. Even as a physician, I think I said this last time, it doesn't matter. I don't know how to create a product. I don't know all those little biochemical things because I studied that years ago in college and I don't know how to do that. You need people who are doing the research and development. You need a company that's going to invest in that, invest in the safety of the product, invest in the testing. That's huge. And most companies don't do that and they're not required to. So the company has to decide that they want to. That's huge.
Yeah.
And and then the worst part is we don't even know if it's working. As we talked about in the last episode, we often are winding up making expensive urine because there's no way to test whether supplements work, except there is. So most people think there isn't, but there is because there have been multiple scanners for that have been created, a biophotonic scanner that actually can measure the level of antioxidants and carotenoids. And Rob and I would love you to share the history of that scanner and what we have now.
Yeah. So absolutely. So this is the Prism now. So it's the size of a hockey puck, but this technology was as big as an MRI machine over 20 years ago. And we acquired that for over millions and millions of dollars. And then our company has invested millions throughout the years to keep shrinking it down. So last year we had the S3 scanner, which is the biophotonic scanner. That was the size of a football. It was about $10,000 to manufacture, to build, and it was very expensive for somebody to have. But this year, January, this launched, really a soft launch. And just to give you a comparison, last year we had 3,000 of these in the US. So still a lot of people don't even know about this technology. But now it's the end of April. We launched really January 9th. We've sold well over 30,000 devices
That's a
in the
pretty
US
big
alone.
That's a pretty big jump. And again, 30,000, I mean, it's more than what it used to be, but it's not that much considering how many people we have in this
Yeah.
country and how many people we have in the world. So, and then, that's what's beautiful about it because now it's in the palm of your hand. You can actually test if your products are working. So you don't have to guess anymore. And now people can take this home.
Yeah. And children typically scan very low and they're
Yeah.
developing their brains, their bodies, and it's crucial for them to have the right nutrients.
100%. And what I've seen, I haven't scanned a lot of children, but I love scanning people in the fitness industry. And I'm shocked at how low they are. But, and they often don't understand why. And I explain to them, well, if you work out hard, you're creating oxidative stress. What combats oxidative stress? Antioxidants. So if you're not, refueling and replenishing your body's sort of depleting itself from the inside out. So for it to function better with the workouts, you have to replenish those antioxidants, which is huge. And you've seen some really amazing stories that you wanted to share today.
Yeah. So let me just see if you can kind of see the colors. So red is, well, you saw the red. Red, you want to be in the blue and the purple, but 94% of the people in America will scan in the red and the orange. So if we were to give them a grade, that would be a D or an F. So, and I've scanned many physicians that have been in the red. So that would be an F, right? So I'll just give you an example. One physician in December, she was in the red. She was barely registering on this. And so I recommended a really good foundational product for her that it was guaranteed. And I think in March, she was in the blue zone. And that's where your goal is, the blue and the purple. She was feeling better. She was sleeping better. She had more natural energy all day because her body had nutrients that it needed to function properly.
That makes a huge difference. I love drinking coffee, but I have to tell you, I no longer wake up with that, oh my God, I have to have coffee or I can't survive feeling. I drink it really because I enjoy it. And honestly, I don't even drink it for many hours until I'm up. And then often I only drink a half cup. I used to drink this large cup. I just don't really even need it anymore. I'm fine without it. I like the taste of it, so I enjoy it. So I will drink it, but I don't feel like I really need it per se, which is a nice feeling that I want it, don't need it.
Yeah. And that's because of the product that you're taking, do you think?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, because that wasn't the case ever before.
Wow.
I used to wake up and I was like, I don't want to take my dog out. I got to have my coffee before that, but I got to take him out. It was all a whole thing. Now I'm like, oh, whatever. I just get up, I take him out, I go on a nice brisk little walk, and then I come back, and then I make my coffee whenever I feel like it. I
Huh.
mean, I make it, but and some days I just don't even drink it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's
There are
huge.
days I don't drink it. Yeah, which is shocking to me. Really, really shocking to me. And frankly, I drink very good organic coffee, but I think the older I'm getting, it just is starting to disturb my stomach more. So the fact that I'm drinking less coffee has also made me feel better because I don't need it. So I'm enjoying it and I'm just drinking a little bit. And honestly, the little bit I had today, I think I nursed it for about 3 hours. Just sip here, sip there, go heat it up, drink a little. I mean, that's how I do it now. It's just an enjoyment thing more than oh my God, I can't function without it type thing. Which
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. And the other thing too is this is the other thing that I really like. How many people have seen a supplement company give you your money back if it doesn't work? Well, number one, they don't do that because there's no way to prove whether it works or not. So they really have the advantage. But in this case, there is a way to prove whether it works or not. So there are scanner certified products. If they do not raise your score, the company will give you your money back. Now, to me, that is important because that's all about integrity. I mean, if you're going to give people their money back, I mean, you're going to really stand behind what you deliver. And that's a whole different level of accountability.
Yeah. And yeah, our company is all about integrity.
Yeah.
Be-
I it's huge, So, they also test for over 270 banned substances. They verify that the label matches what's inside. They're USP verified, which means that the seal of the product has been tested for potency, purity. It actually dissolves and absorbs properly in your body, which, we've talked about on other episodes too, that it's important. They have third-party certifications. So if you're taking supplements that are not verified by a third party, might be important to maybe stop using that, because they can say that everything is fine, but you don't know, because you have to dig to find out what's really going on. But when a company opts to have third-party verification, that really puts it in a different class, where they're opting for the highest level of, the product being the best it can be without contaminants, all of those things that are super important. Because what do they say? That, what you're putting in your body is all as important as what isn't going in your body.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you're taking things that have microtoxins over time, how exactly is that helpful?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, I learned this a little bit ago. So Australia has a very strict, like FDA, like our FDA. It's
Oh, yeah.
called TGA. I think,
Oh.
yeah, TGA. Anyway, 10% of the world's supplements pass their testing, and we definitely pass their testing.
Oh, that's good. Because again, I know that in Europe, generally, they have much more
Mhm.
stringent protocols. I mean, if you go to the personal care aisle in Europe and if you read the ingredients, they're not like what you see in America. It's just so much better because they don't allow the things there that we
Yeah,
allow here. So our whole country is just, it's easy to get those things to faulty products to pass, unfortunately. So then
yeah,
it really puts the onus on us as the consumer to know what we're purchasing and making sure, because we have to make sure that we're taking things that are not hurting us. Because apparently nobody else is looking into it as much as they should.
yeah. So we have to. Yep. Good point.
Exactly. Exactly. So Robin and I are going to be doing something. We're going to be deep diving into a lot of specific products, what they do. That's just a way bigger conversation, obviously, than we can have here. This is going to be in my private community and my school community. This is just a place where I feel more free, that I can just kind of really discuss things, and the members are interacting. So I love the way that this feels. If any of you are interested in joining, you can register to join. I have to approve you, so it's not just that anybody can join. And frankly, honestly, I'm not really looking for just random people just to say that, oh my God, I've got this many people. That is not my goal. I just want to bring together these like-minded people who care about the same things around vitality, wealth, and impact, and put them in the same room as me. That's really what I want, because those are my people. So I'm just looking for my people.
Yeah, that's incredible. And if you guys have an opportunity to be in that group, you should definitely register, or,
Or
it,
sign. Yeah, they just have to
sign up.
sign in. Yeah,
Sign
and it
up.
just sends me a thing, and I just check out who you are. But really, if you're
Yeah.
just like-minded, that's really what I'm looking for. I want the engagement. I want people to, tell me what they're looking for. I'm excited about creating content specifically for the community. So anyway, this is my way of getting less involved in social media and more involved in something that is a little more deeper and meaningful, because that's kind of who I am. So it just really resonates for me much more. So I'm really glad that I discovered this. So pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. And then anyway, you can also, this is also a great place where, it's free to join. I'm going to have all my Vitality Wednesdays and Wealth Wednesdays. They're going to be an easy place to find, because otherwise on social media, you got to scroll all over the place to find them. So they're all there, super easy, in a specific classroom. So I also like the organization of it, which is really awesome.
Yeah,
So
great. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty new. I'm just working and doing more things in it all the time, which has been super fun. But thank you guys. I went way over today. God, we're at like almost 15 minutes. See,
Whoa.
this is why I can't do short stuff. Anyway, I got
Going
lots to
hard today.
say. Yeah, so now you can hear me talk about things more in depth. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday. Robin, thanks so much for joining me. And
Thank
you guys
you.
have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.